What's a hot tuna? Let's talk about it. At MGB Guitars, we have a lot of pickups. We have a nice line of pickups. My partners, Josh, Derek, and I are always listening to the marketplace, talking to builders, seeing what's going on. And we kind of find that we really have some areas of product line that are really critical. We sell a lot of tuners. We sell a lot of pickups. We sell a lot of neck components and necks. Those are some really important areas. So we have a lot of pickups in our line, and we're going to add a few more. And I'm going to talk a little bit about what we're calling the hot tuna. Now that's a crazy name, but so is $5 and so is $7.50. And it's kind of interesting that we make a name that's unusual and it seems to stick. As a matter of fact, we just recently introduced the hot tuna, and there's a few guys that are building with it, and everybody's already talking about the hot tuna. So what is this thing we call the hot tuna? It's a mini humbucker. Pretty straightforward. It's just a humbucker, but it's small in scale and small in size. Seems to work out perfect for a lot of cigar box guitars, and it looks really cool. Give you a little bit of idea about it. It basically comes in 3 colors at this point. There's chrome, gold, and black. It's again a humbucker, but it is a split coil. The wiring here is a little bit different than some of the wiring you'll see on some of our other pickups. I'll go through it really quickly. If you look at the back, you'll see 3 separate bundles of wires. And again, because it's a humbucker, we know that there are actually 2 coils of wire inside there, and they are connected. So on this, contrary to what you might see on the other ones, just looking at the wires, the black is the hot. And then you will see a braided wire and the green. That's the ground. And then you'll see a white and a red that are hooked together, and that's the wires between the 2 coils, and that could be disregarded from most setups unless you want to use them as split coils. Then you would know what to do with this. But again, what you're looking to do is you're looking to hook up with the black and the green braid. Those are your 2 wires that you want to use to connect with these pickups. One of the questions I always get asked about every pickup, and we put a lot of information out there, is they ask how it measures. What's the kilohm rating? And I've got one plugged in here, and for those of you that want to know and are going to ask that question, it's running about 7.59 kilohms. Now, people tend to talk about the kilohm rating, and they talk about a hot pickup. And they think that a higher the number, the hotter the pickup. And they think that's better performance. Maybe it's louder or it's different. That's not necessarily the case. Yes, this is an indicator, but all you're measuring here is the resistance of that coil of wire. We talked a lot about, in one of my other videos on pickups, we talked about the construction of pickups. Nothing more than a coil of wire and a magnet. Beyond that, it gets a little bit more complicated, but at the very basics, it's a coil of wire and it's a magnet. This measurement of kiloohms is based upon a measuring of the resistance in that coil. And that's a factor of 2 things, the diameter of the wire and the amount of wire. The smaller the diameter, the larger the gauge number, the smaller the diameter, the higher the resistance. And of course, the more turns, the higher the resistance. And that's a factor that the guys who design, develop, and manufacture pickups keep in mind. And it's some of the stuff we keep in mind as we're developing them. While a lot of the pickups we have are pickups that are made by other people, we have some that are developed to our own specifications. The hot tuna was one of those, all of the mini box buckers. Other pickups that we've come up with were ones that we specified the ratings, the size, the shape, and so on. And so, again, what I tell people is be careful, don't get too hung up on the kilohm rating. There's a lot of other factors in building a cigar box guitar that are going to have an impact on the sound. the setup, the box, the construction, the pots that you use, all those kinds of things, the settings, can make a whole different sounding guitar. But again, this is a new pickup that we've come up with. We're really proud. We hope you'll remember it. Ask for it by name. It's called the Hot Tuna. We hope you've enjoyed this video. We hope you found it useful. If you have any questions or comments, make sure to let us know. See you next time.